I'm tired of the hooping and hollering, complaining, explaining. Got time for that bullshit today. My niggas, we hooping and ballin', take blocks on the block, never lacking the stat.
What's good, family? It's 3's Up TV, and we're with none other than the brother, the charm. What's going on, my guy?
What's up, Wes? How you doing?
I'm breathing, man. I'm happy that you came back to the studio. It's actually like our second take, but I'm happy that we're doing it anyway. So firstly, man, let's just get straight to it. You've been dropping music. You came out of nowhere with it, and people kind of took it as this nigga trying to be like Kendrick Lamar, like the whole lyrical shit, the boom bap. What you want to call it, backpack rap type sound. What made you want to do that? What's the influences on that, and why that sound?
The influence is that's how hip hop started. We know where hip hop came from and started at what was going on in your communities. What was going on around you. They told what was going on around in poetry. You know what I'm saying? That's why, we have things like what's up here today. The reason why you got this studio, our greats that paved the way, and Kendrick one of the ones that paved the way. So, I'm just following the path of, the greats that was before us. Hey, up here, you see them?
Yeah.
It ain't sounding like Kendrick. It's sounding like the legends that paved the way for you. It's keeping the line going. Yeah. Each one teach one. I have that sound, so I'm gonna project the same sound the same way. I got a story to tell just like everybody else.
But why that sound? Like, because it's 2020 and it's really the end of 2020. But like, right now it seems like the wave is to sound like the mumble rap with the fast beat or with the catchy beat. And it's like you're still in that age bracket to do that shit, but you rather do actual real hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Like, what make you want to do that? Why do you want to be different and do that?
It's just the standout purposes, really. Just the standout. If everybody's doing one thing, how you gonna get noticed when that side of the river is flooded? So I just go over to the other side. Once I get mine built on this side, people will notice on this side. Hey, he got something going on over there. I'm gonna see what he talking about. And it's just like with my story, people don't tell they real true experiences and they feelings. You know what I'm saying? That trap stuff, that new mainstream stuff, that's not them. That's drug music, that's kill somebody music, that's mess with your girl or mess with your nigga music. I ain't on that. I'm gonna tell you who I am and who I am for real. You're gonna get to know me, how I grew up, how I came about, why I am rapping again. You know what I'm saying? It's just that's what comes with is the history behind it, knowing that rap is poetry. That's what I want to keep it as, poetry.
Right. So when you just said like I am rapping again, like give me like some history on you then. Like how long have you been rapping? Like when did the break happen and when did you come back? Have you always been rapping the same style? Like what's going on with that?
I started rapping when I was 8 with my baby brother, and it's just something that we just like to do because we musically inclined. My mama loved music, my daddy loved music, but I really didn't start taking serious till the year 2017. I was working this internship with Project Transformation for kids in Dallas, and Gary was actually doing it. My boy Gary, shout out to G Woods and GOB and Wildlife, but he was doing music where he was, and he actually started taking it serious and was going to the studio, and he made his first song with my other brother KB, shout out KB, GOB Wildlife, and they sent a song to us and. We was messing with it, and it was like, for them, they know that they way better than that now, but it was just like, they got in the booth and was doing something ain't none of us did, and Gary was the leading leg, so it was just like, it opened up doors for the rest of his brothers to get on that same wave, so, I always been rapping, but it was good to have somebody take it serious and be that leading leg and get me on board, get me in the studio, get me studio time as well. But recently, I had to take a break because, music is stressful, and then a lot of people forget that, you have a life of your own. And I've been battling depression. I recently lost a baby a few months ago to abortion, stuff like that. But it's just working on being consistent and using that pain and stuff I have now to put into my music. Now I have something to go off of. When I first started, I had the hip hop, as you asked me about, having the hip hop flavor, but it was vanity. I rapped about things I didn't have, or rapped about a lot of women. And women one of my vices, so now I know how to talk about women in a different way. Not me necessarily being in the bed with them, but me laying my bed and making my bed and laying in it.
Yeah.
So it's just like now you get to know like my involvement with those women, my involvement with my life experiences, regardless. Now dealing with that hurt and that new hurt that happened this year, now it's ready to come out as an artist
So when you bring up the abortion thing, like I know, like you said that like that was like nothing, like that's some heavy shit. Like is that something that you decided to do?
No, I didn't decide to do it. It was done without my knowledge. You know what I'm saying?
Oh shit!
I was lied to and told it was a miscarriage, but when I found out the truth and what was really going on, you know what I'm saying? I took it as a grain of salt because, you know, it's a pandemic. Why am I having kids out here in a pandemic? And then, you know, I'm not financially stable or stable nonetheless. So, you know, I didn't have the worldly means to take care of a kid. I just had my spiritual means and my soulful means, just my heart. I knew then, you know, if I can give my kid nothing, I can give him me. You know, my daddy messed up doing it. Y'all daddies messed up doing it. Even her dad messed up doing it. But it's something she got to figure out on her own if she want to break the curse on her own. She taught me a lot, you know, it ain't nothing bad against her. You know, abortion is sensitive as far as what the world made it. But, you know, God's still here. He's still moving. He still got me moving. He got you moving. She's still moving wherever she at. So just take it as a grain of salt and, you know, just keep on pushing and keep on going. She taught me, hey, it's time to grow up. So that's what I'm going to do is grow up.
So is any of this, like those stories, I mean, that's got to be heavy. Especially if you're willing. So, is any of those things, like, is that gonna be in your project?
Oh yes, it's definitely my project. If you listen to the EP Crossout, you can find it on my SoundCloud and my YouTube.
Right.
It speaks on it heavily.
Right.
And the reason why it's called Crossout, because I felt like she crossed me out in a sense, in the whole situation, everybody involved crossed me out and didn't think, you know, what I would think in that situation or how I would feel in that situation.
Wow.
But it's over with, it's done with now.
But it can't see. The thing is, you keep like, I mean, like it's over and done with, but it's like it can't be because you made a whole fucking project about it.
And I got another project about it.
Come on, it's like it's some real stuff going on, man. So
the thing is, like, she won't allow me to talk to her, you know. And when I did talk to her, you know, she lied, and she don't know I know she lied, but it's just like I can read people. I know body language, and she was too calm. I know she's very highly emotional. You are an emotional person, very sporadic about your emotions. I know the real you and when it is you, and I know the fake you and when it ain't you. You know, she came to me trying to be all, I guess, sincere and apologetic, showing empathy, and it was fake. And then she was real casual. Her voice never got too high. Her voice never got too low. That's somebody done practiced line before.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When your energy don't change, I can't hear the heart skip a beat or nothing. I'm like, oh yeah, you swift. But I ain't gonna call you out on it. I'm gonna let you feel like you are an empath. You pathetic, but hey, we ain't know that.
So let's get off that, man. I ain't gonna lie, that's great information. Like as far as to see the inspiration behind the music, because a lot of artists just making music with no true reasoning behind it, so it sounds somewhat lifeless and pointless.
Yeah.
So now this crossout has a whole other meaning. Now it's actually making me want to go dig out the crate, check it out, and just really listen to it now.
Yeah, it tells my life. It tells my story.
Yeah. So with the Crosstock project, tell me about the tour that you were gonna do, or you planning to do a Crosstock tour?
Okay, the tour, I was doing it with this company that wanted to give me a chance to be my own artist and do things myself, but it's just like the communication between my side and their side is bad on both sides. You know, I can't blame them, I can only blame myself. But what I'm gonna do, instead of looking to rely on people, I'm just gonna use my people here in the shop. You know, you, myself, my boys. You know what I'm saying? Just we can get it popping right here. And, you know, what I want to do really is have a listening party / concert for, you know, the Crosstock EP and then my upcoming album.
I love it, man. That's gonna be awesome when you do that. If you were to do that in Paris, I know it's gonna be a good vibe because it's a lot of good people that support your brand, your team.
Yes, sir.
You know, was it Wildlife?
Wildlife.
Yeah, talk to me a little bit about Wildlife, man. Who's in it? How y'all move around? Because I seen you guys, like, you don't see a lot of teams anymore. Yeah. And everybody's jailed.
Yeah.
You guys seem really jailed.
The thing is, us being really jailed comes with fights, pain, and, you know, fusses. And, you know, we not perfect either. We done had our fights. We done had our fallouts. We done had our so-called, you know, breakups, whatever you want to call it, where we stopped fucking with each other. But, you know, we understood that those experiences what mold you together. It shouldn't break you. Right. You know what I'm saying? If it break you, then you are insecure and you weak. And that's how we looked at it. And we realized, you know, we don't want to be weak. We want to be men. And, you know, I have my experiences. They have their own personal experiences. You know, so some of their stories can beat the story I just told you today. But that's all how we came about. You know, the members of the group, you got G Woods. You got Q, Quay, my boy KB, Keidris, Perry, Snake, Jay, Ty, Tavon, me.
You got like 19.
Yeah, it's a big
football
group.
team. Y'all got a football team.
It's a group, but we a family though. It's been like that for a good 7-8 years now. I know I moved to Paris 8th grade year, and it started with me, Gary, and Blake, my boy Blake. That's who I forgot, my boy Blake. So me, Gary, and Blake, and then it transformed into adding Quay, then it added Keidris, then KB came on, and so on and so forth. And it was just like our experiences. We realized we went through the same stuff. We lived a single parent household, no daddy. Most of us are the oldest in the house, so we got to step up and do this and do that. So just like we had stories that was common, we was able to share those stories with each other and know that like we go through the same experience and we gonna feel the same way, although we different. So we just used that, brought it together, and that's what you got today. GOB Wildlife, and we forever.
I love it. I can't wait to see y'all do a GOB Wildlife show, cause that with everybody performing, cause I feel like that's gonna be a vibe that night.
Perry gonna bring the energy. Y'all know Perry gonna bring the energy.
Oh yeah, he crazy, man. Shout out to Perry, aka Golden Gloves. Nah, that was a joke, man. That was a joke.
Golden Gloves for real.
Nah.
Perry got the most.
So we done passed out through the 10-minute mark. You want to give any shout outs, any love?
I want to give a shout out to 3's Up first. I'll thank you for having me today, Wes. 3's Up always. Shout out to my boys, GOB Wildlife, the gang. Shout out to it's some artists I want to shout out here. Shout out to MTG Randy and his crew. Shout out V Breezy. Shout out to I said MTG Randy already, right? And shout out MTG Randy. Shout out Jackson Voorhees. Shout out William. Shout out Andre Dabbs and his crew. Shout out BZK. These are the hidden gems in the shop. So y'all go find them hidden gems and them treasures. They can teach you something.
Yeah, man. Well, it's 3's Up. It's the charm.
It's the charm.
We out.
We out.